Hi students, I am standing here to explain incomplete chapter of BSc 6th semester student, paper 1 chemistry, the incomplete chapter. Paper 1 is composed of 3 chapters, one is carbohydrate, one is amino acids and proteins, one more is called vitamins and hormones. And the incomplete topics like amino acids and proteins. All 6 semester students, you have to perfect some selective information like paper 1 chemistry, the second chapter like in organic branch, that is amino acids and proteins. PEC level good knowledge of amino acids, but in these topics you have to study what is amino acid, how it is classified, and what is jitter ion, what is peptide bond, how it is formed. These are things you have to discuss, and in this amino acid you have to discuss about synthesis of dipeptide according to Bergman synthesis. Today I am standing here to explain only in the case of amino acids. First of all, you think, what is amino acids? What is amino acid? Amino acids are organic compound containing one amino group and one carboxylic group. That is called as amino acid. What is amino acid? These are organic compound containing at least one amino and one carboxylic group. That is called as amino acid. The general representation of amino acid is RCH NH2 COH. This is general representation of amino acids. In amino acid here R is H, that is glycine. It is optically inactive. Almost all amino acid is optically active except R equal to H. The name is taken as glycine. It is optically inactive amino acids. The remaining all are called as optically active amino acid. If R is CH3, named as alanine. If R is CH2OH, named as serine. If R is CH2SH, then named as cysteine. It is important. This is called as the sulfur atom containing amino acid. If R is benzene ring, if R is a benzyl group, that is called as phenylalanine. 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 Sometimes R is also called heterocyclic ring. Heterocyclic ring. It is called as histidine. These all are called an example of amino acid. But how amino acids are classified? That is very important. The classification of amino acid. Actually, amino acids are classified in 3 ways. The first way is according to nature. The one is acidic amino acid, one is neutral amino acid, one is basic amino acid. What is acidic amino acid? In acidic amino acid, only one NH2 group and two COH group. One NH2 and two COH group. That is called as acidic amino acid. Best example, aspartic acid. And what is basic amino acid? Basic amino acid means only one COH group and two NH2 group. Two NH2. That is called as basic amino acid. Basic amino acid best example is called as lysine. Lysine is best example of basic amino acid. The remaining all glycine, alanine, serine, cysteine, these all are called as neutral amino acid. These all are called as a neutral amino acid. And secondly, amino acids are classified according to its structure. If R equal to H, CH3, CH2OH, CH2SH is aliphatic amino acid and open chain amino acid. If R is benzene ring, that is aromatic amino acid. If R is taken as benzene ring, that is amino, that is called as aromatic amino acid. Sometimes if R is called heterocyclic ring, that is called a heterocyclic amino acid. And one more classification according to biological activity. This is very important. In 2 marks question compulsory asked. According to biological activity, your amino acids are classified as one is essential amino acid, one is non-essential amino acid. What is essential amino acid? These are amino acids which cannot be synthesized in the human body but must be supplied protein supplied through diet are called as essential amino acid. Essential amino acid. Best example essential amino acid is lysine and leucine and isoleucine. These are the best example of essential amino acid. Essential amino acid. It is also considered like basic amino acid. For example, lysine. It is the best example of essential amino acid. It is a basic in nature. And one more is non-essential amino acid. Non-essential amino acid. What is non-essential amino acid? These are amino acids which can be synthesized in the human bodies. That is called as non-essential amino acid. What is non-essential amino acid? These are the amino acids which can be synthesized in the human bodies are called as non-essential amino acid. The best example is almost all neutral amino acid, glycine, that is alanine, CH2 is serine, CH2 is serine. These all are called as that is non-essential amino acid. In this way, amino acid classified three categories. First one is according to nature, one is acidic amino acid, another is basic amino acid, another is neutral amino acid. And according to structure, one is aliphatic amino acid, one is aromatic amino acid, one is heterocyclic amino acid. And aliphatic amino acid is glycine alanine example, and aromatic amino acid is phenylalanine, and heterocyclic amino acid is histidine. And according to biological activity, some essential amino acid, best example lysine, which cannot be synthesized in human body. And one is non-essential amino acid which can be synthesized in the human body. Best example neutral amino acid like glycine, alanine and other thing. And next I talk with these amino acids dissolved in water. It shows important characteristic property that is called jitter ion. That is called as jitter ion. What is jitter ion? These are the dipolar ion having one positive charges, one is negative charges. What is jitter ion? These are dipolar ion which is made up of one positive ion, one is called a negative ion. How it is formed? When it is dissolved in, this is general formula of amino acid. When it is dissolved in water, this proton, no electron, directly transferred to the N having lone pair of electron, N having extra electron. The NH is accepting proton. On that time, NH3 converted to NH3. That is ammonium ion, and here CO minus. This is called a jitter ion. Give an example of jitter ion. If R is H, that is structure of glycine, jitter ion. If R is Ca3, that is structure of alanine. If R is Ca2, that is structure of serine, jitter ion. You have to using RE changes. You are getting a different example of jitter ion come. Every year ask what is jitter ion, write its general formula, give an example, commonly take example R equal to H, that is jitter ion of glycine. This is jitter ion. And fourth is one more things. Actually, next topic is protein. Actually, proteins are building blocks of amino acid. The amino acid is a monomer, but protein is a polymer. You have to think. Because actually what is amino acid? These amino acids containing one amino and one carboxylic group. That is different. But actually these amino acids are building blocks of protein. It means the formation of protein depends on minimum 20 amino acid. That protein having number of peptide bond. Hence you have to discuss to prepare a protein, first you think what is peptides and peptide bond. Actually the combination of 2 amino acids, 3 amino acids, 4 amino acids, 5 amino acids, more than 10 amino acids, more than 15 amino acids, these all are called as what? Peptides. Each peptide having a peptide bond. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಈಚ್ ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. What is peptide bond? A bond formed between 2 amino acids having CONH linkage. CONH linkage is called as peptide bond. What is peptide bond? The CONH linkage is named as peptide bond. This linkage is formed the combination of two amino acids. The combination of two amino acids. If you have taken two amino acids, only one peptide bond formed. This is called dipeptide. Dipeptide is made up of two amino acid molecule. Dipeptide having how many peptide bond? Only one peptide bond. How peptide bond is formed? One amino acid molecule of OH combined with another amino acid molecule of H. And EH ಒಂದೇ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಓ ಎಚ್. ಎರಡು ಓ ಎಚ್, ಇದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್, ಇದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್. ಈ ಓ ಎಚ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡಿನ ಓ ಎಚ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿ ಓ ಎಚ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡಿನ ಎಚ್ ಎಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಎಚ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಿ ಓ ಎನ್ ಎಚ್. ದಿ ಸಿ ಓ ಎನ್ ಎಚ್ ಲಿಂಕೇಜ್ is called as peptide bond. If you are using only two amino acid, it is dipeptide. What is dipeptide? The combination of two amino acid molecules gives only one peptide bond is called as dipeptide. Give an example. It is R is H. Here also R is H. That is glycine dipeptide. If R is CH3, here R is also CH3. That is dipeptide alanine. Now what is tripeptide? The combination of three amino acid molecules, two peptide bonds are there. That is called as tripeptide. Tripeptide ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಎರಡು ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಟೆಟ್ರಾಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೆಂಟಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಪೆಂಟಾಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಲ್ಕು ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ 5 ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನ್ಯಾನೋಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 9 ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡು, but 8 peptide bond. These are the thing. But then one more is polypeptide. What is polypeptide? Number of peptide bonds are there, not only 1, 2, 3. Hence polypeptides are high molecular weights. These are formed combination of number of amino acid molecules. On that name polypeptides, molecular weight is 10,000. Molecular weight is more than 10,000. That is called as polypeptide. Best example is insulin and oxytocin. You know insulin, it controls sugar level. Oxytocin, it improves the muscles, child's muscles health. And these are the polypeptide. And then you know what is proteins? Next is in next thing we have to discuss about protein. Because of proteins are formed combination of minimum 20 amino acids. A protein molecularity is more than 10,000. All proteins are formed the combination of minimum 20 amino acids. The next things we have to discuss about protein. This is the characteristic properties of amino acid. Then I will tell you, because amino acids reactivity, how it is, how peptide bonds are prepared, how dipeptide is prepared according to Bergman synthesis. I will tell you next things. But what is reactivity of amino acid? Because amino acid having two functional group, one NH and one COH group. It is amphoteric nature. It is what? Amphoteric. Reactivity of amino acid. Next thing is reactivity of amino acid. This is general for amino acid. Amino acid is amphoteric nature. Why it amphoteric? It reacts with acid. If I am adding HCl, what happens? Here this amino acid NH is a base. Base reacts with acid. On that time what happens? NH3Cl minus. ಇಲ್ಲಿ NH2 ಇದು NH3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ Cl minus. You are getting what? Your product, any amino acid react HCl, you are getting this type product. You are getting what? This type product. That is, this reaction indicate, and any amino acid reacts, you have this indicator, amino acids must and should contain amino group. If sometimes, if in this case, if here is NH2, here is COH. If amino acid react with a base like what? NaOH. This is the base. This is the acidic. On that, this OH replaced by Na. You are getting sodium salt of amino acid comes. The OH and H, loss of what? Water molecule. It means amino acid amphoteric. How do you show that amino acids are amphoteric nature? It reacts to HCl, it is basic in nature. If you are adding HCl, amino acid react to only NH2 molecule. If you are adding NaOH, amino acid react with what? OH group of COH. It is a base, this is acid. The OH is replaced by Na, this is called as amino acids are acidic in nature. But it means amino acid react with base, you are getting sodium salt of amino acid. If amino acid react with the acid, you are getting amino acid chloride. These are the chemical properties of amino acid. The last things we have to discuss how explain synthesis of any examination point of view. Explain Bergman synthesis. Bergman synthesis, synthesis of dipeptide. According to Bergman, how to synthesize dipeptide. In your books there, you have to refer synthesis of very important this academic year. Explain synthesis of dipeptide. Or explain synthesis of Bergman synthesis. Or explain Strecker synthesis. You have to refer. Then I will tell you that synthesis in later class. In this I will finish this amino acid concept.